till now we have talked about symmetric positive definiteness. Now we are moving towards uh, capturing the idea of length, magnitude of a vector, and the distance between two vectors. The idea actually comes from the norm, and the norm is in some sense gives the magnitude of the vector. So let us say that a particular norm is there, and we define this norm with the help of an inner product in this particular fashion. Now, which means that I should tell you that not every norm is induced by inner product. So there may be other norms as well, which may not be related to inner products, which are not coming from the inner products. You may define the norm from the inner product, but it is not necessary. It has a rather relaxed requirements. But if you are taking any inner product to define the norm, then such spaces follow Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. This is the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, and this is followed. And this particular Cauchy-Schwarz inequality is the basis of angles. So whenever we are going to find out angle between two vectors, this Cauchy-Schwarz inequality actually help us to find out the angle between the two vectors. And this Cauchy-Schwarz inequality is always there if you are using the norm defined from the inner products. So let us talk about some of the inner product and some examples, whether they follow the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality or not. So let us assume that we are working in R2, and our inner product is dot product. We have, let us suppose, these two vectors, and we are interested in finding whether the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality actually holds or not. So this is the inner product of x and y. This is the norm of x, and this is the norm of y. And you can see that this inequality follows as the norm of x and norm of y comes out to be this one, and the inner product of x and y comes out to be 3. So which essentially means that Cauchy-Schwarz inequality followed. Similarly, if you take some other example of the inner product, so let us suppose that this is the inner product you have taken, and taking the same vectors as the earlier one, and if we try, you will find that this is the norm of x, this is norm of y, and this is the inner product of x and y. So the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality still holds. So the idea is Cauchy-Schwarz inequality holds whenever you define the magnitude or the norm with the help of inner products. Now, when we say distance distance is again defined with the help of norms. So we are defining with the help of norm, or norm can be defined with the help of inner product. Not necessary, but can be. So in this particular thing, we are defining this distance with the help of a norm, and this norm is defined with the help of a inner product. But it is not necessary. So we will see that there is what is the generic definition of distance. We'll see shortly. But if we are using this inner product as a dot product as the inner product, we are actually working in the Euclidean space. We are talking about Euclidean distance. We are talking about the dot product as an inner product, and uh, the distance is called Euclidean distance. The space is called Euclidean space. Whenever we are talking about Rn with the dot product. So let us see what is the definition of a distance. So distance is again a function. It's a function from uh, two vectors. It takes two vectors and spits out a real number. So it tries to find out the distance between these two real numbers, between these two vectors, but it should follow these three properties. The first property is the positive definiteness, so which we have seen in the inner product as well. The second property is symmetric, which is also we have seen in the inner product. The third property is triangular inequality instead of bilinearity. So earlier in the inner product we have bilinear property, but now here we have triangular inequality as the third condition. So this third condition, the difference between these three, between the third condition makes a lot of choices for distances. One of them can be the inner products. So so if you talk about angles, angle between the two vectors x and y can be defined in this way. So which is actually, you can see that Cauchy-Schwarz inequality says that xy is less than or equals to norm of x, norm of y. Okay, so that is not actually coming in this picture. So you can see that Cauchy-Schwarz inequality was in this one. Now if you take this particular side, okay, let me take this one, this particular slide below the here, so definitely it, the ratio of this item to this item will be always less than equals to 1, and that ratio we define as the angle, cosine of the angle between the two vectors x and y. That is how we have actually decided the angle. You can see this, the same thing what I'm telling you there. Here you can see, here you can see this, you can observe this, that the cos theta is nothing but that ratio. Now if we say that something is orthogonal, then that means that the two vectors are orthogonal, the x and y are orthogonal if they get the inner product to be 0. So this orthogonality gives a lot of important results. So we are going to talk about this for next few videos. And there is another thing which we say normal. Normal means the magnitude, or the magnitude induced by the norm comes out to be 1. So the magnitude of the vector is 1, then it is called normal. And if the two vectors, the inner product of the two vectors comes out to be 0, then they are called orthogonal. So there could be ideas like a set of orthonormal vectors. So which means that every pair of vector has unit magnitude, and every vector is orthogonal to other vector. Then we say that it is a set of orthonormal vectors. So which is we have defined over here. So this is orthonormal, and This is how we define it, because if you take two vectors, the inner product is 0. If you take same vector, then the inner product comes out to be 1, or the length is 1. So that's how we define the orthonormal vectors. So in the next part, we are going to consider more about orthogonal or orthonormal vectors. Thank you.